It began with failure. Not the kind that headlines talk about, but the kind that shatters quietly in the dark. A man sits alone, pen trembling in his hand, the sound of the rain tapping against the window. He's not young anymore. His health is failing. His dreams long gone. But even here, surrounded by disappointment, he whispers a truth that will echo across generations. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. How could a man so broken write words so full of hope? How could someone with so little strength speak of a God who never fails? This is the story of Thomas Obadiah Chisholm, a story of weakness that became worship, of loss that became legacy, of a frail man whose quiet trust lit up the world. Thomas Chisholm was born in a humble Kentucky farmhouse in 1866. He wasn't born into privilege. No money, no influence, no connections. At 16, he was already a schoolteacher not by passion, but by survival. He worked tirelessly, often sick, often alone, always searching for meaning beyond the monotony of daily struggle. He once said, "I must work harder, not because I am gifted, but because life demands it." It's the voice of a man who never had things come easy. When others dreamed of fame, Thomas dreamed of faithfulness. Not the kind that comes from achievement, but the kind that endures in obscurity. By his early 30s, Chisholm felt a call to ministry. He longed to preach, to shepherd others, to give his fragile voice to something eternal. And for a brief moment, it seemed like the heavens opened. He was ordained as a Methodist minister, a lifelong dream finally realized. But just as quickly as it began, it ended. Chronic illness struck. His body, weak and weary, betrayed him. After only a single year, he was forced to resign from ministry. Imagine it, the one thing you believed God called you to do gone. The one dream you thought defined your purpose stripped away. He returned home defeated, living in a small room, scraping by as a life insurance agent to survive. No platform, no pulpit, no applause. It was in that obscurity that the seed of "great is thy faithfulness" began to grow. Thomas began keeping a journal not of success stories, but of mercies. Each morning, he wrote down a single act of God's faithfulness, a sunrise after a night of pain, a friend who checked in, a verse that reminded him he wasn't forgotten. He once wrote, "My income has not been large at any time due to impaired health in the earlier years. But I must not fail to record the unfailing faithfulness of a covenant-keeping God, and for which I am filled with astonishing gratefulness." He didn't see faithfulness as the absence of hardship. He saw it as the presence of God through hardship. One morning, while reflecting on Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." Thomas felt something stir in his spirit. He took his pen and began to write. Not a sermon, not a confession, but a song. A quiet declaration that would one day shake the world. "Great is thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be." Each line was born not from strength, but surrender. Not from success, but suffering. Years later, Thomas mailed his collection of poems to a close friend, a rising musician named William Runyan, who worked with the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. He said it felt as if God himself had placed the words in my hands. Runyan composed a melody gentle, steady, unwavering, a musical heartbeat that mirrored Chisholm's faith. Then, in the 1950s, something unexpected happened. A young evangelist named Billy Graham began using "Great is Thy Faithfulness" in his worldwide crusades. Tens of thousands sang it, at once voices rising from stadiums, tears streaming down faces. Men and women who had walked through war, loss, and hopelessness found themselves declaring, "Morning by morning, new mercies I see." It became the anthem of those who had nothing left but faith. The hymn didn't rise from fame or fortune. It rose from quiet endurance, from the heart of a man who never stopped trusting the one who never changes. In every generation, we wrestle with disappointment, prayers that seem unanswered, dreams that fall apart, promises that take longer than we expected. But the story of Thomas Chisholm reminds us, God's faithfulness isn't proven in our success, it's proven in our survival. Every breath you take, every sunrise you see, every heartbeat that carries you through another day is proof that His mercies are new. You may not have a life you imagined. You may be waiting, wondering, weary. But faithfulness doesn't mean everything works out. It means He's still working even when you can't see it. Thomas never became famous in his lifetime. He never preached to thousands. He never saw how far his hymn would travel. But before he died in 1960, at age 93, he wrote these words in one final letter. "My life has been filled with many hardships, but I have no complaint. The faithfulness of God has been the theme of my song all the days of my life, and now His song is ours." He lost everything, but gained the one thing no sickness could take trust. Out of his pain came poetry. Out of his weakness came worship, and out of his silence came a sound the world will never stop singing. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, Thy hand hath provided. Great is Thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. This was Hymns Unveiled. And remember, even when the night feels endless, His faithfulness is already waiting in your tomorrow. If this story stirred something deep in you, don't scroll away yet. Somewhere in the chaos of your week, God is still proving faithful. In the next episode, it's proof of that in ways that will leave you speechless. So before you leave, hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because these aren't just hymns. They're lifelines, stories that carry you when words can't. Comment below, "Great is Thy faithfulness," if you've ever seen God show up when you least expected Him to. And if you need a reminder tomorrow, just come back here. We'll be waiting.